Okay. Good evening, everyone. This is a rather unusual circumstance. My air conditioning has been busted for like a month now, and they just refuse to do anything about it. But it's fine. I'm just melting into nothing. Anyway, this is usually a drawing, the time for a draw stream, but it's way too hot. So instead, I decided, let's go ahead and let's do a tier list stream again. It's been a while. I mean, why not? Let's go ahead and unveil it. So, we know that there was a tier list a while back. I don't even remember when it was. This is the last one I did, though. It was the good and bad rating. Opposite being completely, Jack being the complete opposite of the edgelord. So you got all the good people and the bad people up there. You guys remember that, right? So, let's go ahead and start a new one. So today, see, I had some ideas. Let me just, where's the reset button at? Reset, there it is. Alright, so everything's reset. And now I need to remember, okay, so is this now a power rating tier list? I already did a power ratings. I didn't upload them anywhere, but trust me, the power ratings were done. If you want the power ratings, just DM me and I'll link it to you. Okay, so let's go ahead. We're gonna do a character archetype tier list, for lack of a better term. Is the stream going? Okay, yeah, it's fine. I thought it said drop frames. So I have a tendency to make, I think, 3 different kinds of characters. If anyone wants to help me with this, so I have a tendency to make let's see, serious characters. I have a tendency to make silly characters. I have a tendency to also make punks. So we're gonna start with these three categories for now, and we'll just get rid of these. No, we'll keep these for now. But no, I'm putting punks, not jerks. Jerks might work, but you know what? We'll think about it. Jokers are for the silly ones. So we're gonna do the obvious ones for now. So like the Tiny Ray is pretty silly. Okay, so there's some, like, the Fats is pretty silly. I don't know if Pex counts as, Pex probably counts as silly because like it's proportions, but we'll leave him out for now. I'm just gonna do the really obvious ones. Like Jakaya is silly. The Imp is silly. The edgelord is a serious one. Wait, is the edgelord serious or punk? I think he's serious. Zap is silly. This guy's a punk. Do you guys think the edgelord's also a punk, or is it serious? I feel like I need to like kind of specify those, but we're gonna do that as we go along. But if anyone else has an idea, go ahead and let me know. I'm just gonna start, like, I'm gonna keep grouping these. These are silly. He's silly. This is serious. So Drac is serious. Snack is serious. Plaque is silly. Plaque is a silly guy. The Bomb Witches are silly. Jorkin is a punk. Jorkin's a jerk. He's kind of silly, but he's not like Jakaya silly. You know what? We'll do it like this. Jakaya is like the epitome of silly. Jorkin's the epitome of a punk. And where's Jack? Jack is the epitome of serious. So we're gonna see, like, which one you think is the most silly, which one do you think is the most serious, which one do you think is the most punk. Edgelord is a serious bit of a punk. Okay, so yeah, Lotta is serious, while Stocky is silly. We're probably gonna end up with a lot of silly characters. This is silly. You're silly. You are serious. The Birdie's a little bit more serious than the other two. You know? Birdie is the only, like, serious one. But he's still, like, Birdie is a little silly because the Planty in general are just silly. But you know. Okay, I'm wondering if I have to make another one because, like the Sue Monsters and Tommy aren't really serious. They aren't silly. They aren't punks either. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there, okay? Okay. Wet is pretty serious. You know what? Maybe I should go off like Metopia. Maybe I should go off Metopia, what's the word? Metopia personalities. You know what? That might be funner. No, because there's no, like... Well, I guess... Like, like in Metopia, I made Jack kind, but I guess he would be more... No, he's not stubborn. We're gonna go with these three categories still, okay? So you're serious. Derek is serious. Like... Well, Derek might actually go into silly, because he's like... He looks serious, but he's actually really silly. We'll leave you out for now. Willie is silly. Gerald is silly. QT is a bit serious and silly. Thatch... I feel like Thatch would count as serious because of how he is. Like, this is more like... This is less about how serious or silly they are, as much as just how serious or silly their personality is. Thatch would go into serious. Dactyls are silly though. Chili is silly. Like, Chili is a little serious, but like... like silly things happen to him. Oh, you know what? You're right. You're right. Thatch would be a punk. Okay, you know, I completely forgot about the punk part. And speaking of, Sal's also a punk. Thatch is a punk raptor. He is. You're serious. Or you're silly. Delatro is a punk. Like, you know, maybe I should just, instead of punk, I'll put bully. Because I make a lot of bully characters. So you guys are bullies. That makes sense, right? Yeah, this is a surprise live stream. This is a surprise tier list because I didn't feel like doing drawing today because my AC is still busted. This is probably not the last time I would be talking about this, but just so you know, that's a thing. Let's see. Are you is Jot a bully? No, Jot is serious. Jot's not really looked as a bully as much as he's just serious. Jotros is obviously silly. Is Jotros silly? The Piranhas are silly. Don't you go down there. Specs is also rather serious. Like, Specs isn't serious as like the kind of like way Jack is. He's not silly in the same way like Jakaya is, and he's not a bully. He's just kind of, he's not like, the thing is he's not goofy. Like, the serious is like for the less goofy characters. Wait till you get to Max. I say Max is a bit of a silly character. I don't think he's a bully. He's not serious either. He's laid back. He's kind of goofy. Same thing with you. You're a little goofy. Yeah, those are like the goofy, cartoony characters. Pickard is pretty serious. Like think about Smash where they have like the silly characters and they have like the realistic characters. It's kind of like that. Lotta and Stocky make nice contrast. Yeah, I always want to emphasize that with Lotta, he's like a serious person who he trains all the time. He doesn't want to become complacent or lazy. While Stocky has like natural talent, so he kind of takes it for granted, but he still has the skill to back it up. Silly's like Duck Hunt, serious like Steve. Steve Minecraft is the most serious character in Smash. Exactly. Clater is silly. Jolt, do we put him in bully? We're gonna put Jolt in bully. It's not that Jolt himself is an asshole as much as he's just like, he's a superstar. He's not as silly as the other ones. Sugar is silly. And this was a symbiote that I don't ever use. Amit is silly. We're gonna put Amit next to Anybus because they're together. Jolt is Rockhawk, so bully. Yeah, pretty much. It's like that. It's all a stage thing. Okay, so I made these are kind of serious. These are, Charlie is silly. Keaton is a bully. I would say that Wingspan is a bully in personality, not so much in well, he will bully people lower, like smaller than him. That's all. Freight isn't serious. Freight is a very serious. Freight is like Jack of the Forest. The Sigma symbiote is an unused character. Kinda, yeah. Honestly, I kind of regret having that symbiote as a character. I just kind of like, it's like, oh, that got a few asks. I should like keep it as a character, but I guess I'm a little like weirded out using it because it's not even like my kind of thing. But then like Freight is like based off a Trevenant anyway. I don't know. Freight is basically a lumberjack. That is perfect. That's very perfect. Let's see. You're goofy. You're silly as well. Like I know Jotros seems silly, but he's like a little more serious than that. Like he's a kind of serious that's laid back, I guess you can say. Freight is dead serious. That's perfect. Yeah, Jotros isn't like goofy. Jotros isn't meant to be goofy. He's more like kind of motherly. It's okay. Wingspan breathes it on himself. Lettuce is silly. The pillar is bully. He goes in the bully category. Okay, we're gonna get rid of these two lines because I don't need them after all. And in fact, we're going to let's see, serious, silly could be green, like Chikaya, and bully would be purple. Bully is purple. So maybe we should put silly on top. There you go. Yeah, we'll do it like that. So silly, bully, serious. That's kind of what I do. That's like my thing. Jotros will get the belt if you do homework with him. Don't worry, Jotros won't be. Jotros isn't strict like Jack. Jack is the one that has the belt. I guess Juicy is a little silly. Juicy's a silly little guy. Sodans are pretty silly. Like think of the silly ones like it. They would get hit by an anvil like a cartoon character. Well, serious is more like they have to watch for a sword slice, if that makes sense. Coral's silly, and you go next to Scrawl. No, go next to Scrawl. In fact, let me put Lettuce next to Zap as well. Okay. Now these two, I don't know what to do with them. I guess they're also silly. We'll put them on the silly ones. Yeah, you're all silly. All your characters get hit by an anvil. Yeah, but they all be different with in reaction to it, I guess you can say. Yeah, I felt like the trophy music would be perfect for this. I love this song. I feel like Judas would be serious. Like he can have silly things will happen to him, but he's like, well, is he silly? Is a robot that makes no like emotions in his face silly? Yeah, Brawl had the best trophy music. Ketsune has silly proportions, but has a serious vibe. Yeah, but you know he still is rather silly, isn't he? Put him as silly. No, he's a serious person. No, he's bully. Ketsune is bully. Scarlet, you are in silly because silly things happen to you all the time. Tar isn't serious. Why is he not there yet? You're also serious. Like he's silly in personality, but he's like serious in his demeanor. That's how it goes. Yeah. This is serious. Does Vorbot go in silly? Oh, it goes in bully. It's programmed to bully. Isn't Anibus a bully? Yeah. You know what? We'll put him in bully as well. Amma is silly though. Ammit's like a silly little puppy. You're okay. So Tommy's serious. Dino Chi. Is Dino Chi in silly? Dino Chi's not really that silly. Juke. Is Juke in serious? Juke is silly. Juke is kind of silly. Alright. QT would go in silly. QT isn't meant to be serious. He's kind of laid back. That's the thing. I guess he'd go more in silly. Slooch is silly. These two are serious, I think. And Dino Chi go in silly. Alright. Now the question is, who's the most silly of them all? Who goes in the most and least silly? This is where it gets tough. Slug Chocolate is silly. You just call Slooch Slug Chocolate. Yukai's pretty dang silly, and so is Bubblegum. It's true. Do I need to order this? Oh god. You know what? I'm putting Edgelord in bully. Edgelord goes in bully. Because ever since I changed this from punk to bully, it makes more sense for him. Lettuce and Jukai are peak silly. It's true. I don't know if I should bother ordering this or not. I feel like it's gonna be like unordered. Mostly because like I can't really like say what is what. You know what? New category. Add a row below. Okay, this one will be called laid back. So this is gonna like the laid back, lazy kinds. How do you judge when they're so silly in different ways? That's the problem I'm having right now. This is exactly the thing I know I was gonna face too. Let's see. You're laid back. You are also laid back. So Juke is like laid back. Juke is like the epitome of laid back. Let's see, where are you at? You're laid back. Dynasty's laid back. You're laid back. You're laid back. No, you're less silly and more laid back. There we go. I think this is a better idea. They have a laid back category. He's laid flat. True. I think that'll do it. Where's Jod at? Jod goes over here. Have the smush whoops together. I have to watch this without sound, but I like that all these guys can fit these categories and it makes sense, but for completely different reasons. Yeah. Oh, that's perfect. Just so that person knows that I acknowledge that. All right. You know, dactyls are also laid back. Like they're silly, but they're meant to be like laid back. They don't have a care in the world. Neither do Latchtown. No, they're like silly cartoon cards. They stay up there. I think that'll be good. The Sodans are laid back. They like to help people, but they're laid back. Dactyls are kind of a mix between laid back and silly. It's true. This is we're running into troubles again. I really bring this on myself, don't I? Situational silly. Yeah. Like they're not meant to be silly. They like to have fun. Okay, we're moving them back up there because they're like Chikaya. They like to have fun. I think that's fair. I think this works. Do you guys think it works, or should I add another category? New tier list, who eats the most? I think by looking at them, you can tell who eats the most. I don't think you need to make a tier list for that. Trust me. Wait, where's the pillar at? He's in bully. So he should be up there where Jorkin is. Are those the only two bully smush wolves? Wow. I rate this tier list out of tier. Underused category for the Sumo Symbiote. There's so many characters that are underused. Save or download. Okay, so alright, let me see what that should be. Wait, are they all like that? Oh. No, that looks bad. I'm not saving in that kind of quality. That we'll save like that, okay. So pull that up. I'm gonna save it with paint because we can. Tier list type. Those are the types. Okay. Oh, let me look at the other ones real quick. Let me pull that up real quick. Alright. Alright, that's one tier list down today. Cool, and that only took 20 minutes, I think. It's okay, because I wanted to make more. Normal view. Okay. So now, we're going to go with a... What do I call this? So, I want to do a tier list like based on who enjoys being... who enjoys things happening to them, who enjoys doing the things. I guess it's kind of like the sub, dom, and switch. But like, this is gonna be the tier list. Like, if they get smushed, let's see, it'll be has fun, hates it, wait, hold on. So I want to make a tier list based on if someone got smushed, who would hate it, who wouldn't mind as long as they're having fun. Wait, and neutral? We'll go with neutral for now. So it's kind of like top and bottom, but not really. Like, for example, if you smushed Jakaya, he would have fun as long as you were having fun. He wouldn't hate you for it. Meanwhile, Jorgen and Jack would really hate being on the receiving end. It should be has fun, neutral, hates it from top to bottom. You're right. Okay. This counts for anything, like being smushed, inflated, fattened, all that stuff. Like any kind of thing happening to them, any kind of ailment. I think this is how they all react. I don't know if neutral really counts though. That's the hard part. What? You know what? Let's see. Is mayonnaise an ailment? Oh, it can be if you're thinking it in the wrong kind of way. Would any of them be neutral? That's what I'm wondering. Like, I don't think, like, it's like based on how much they would mind it. This is a weird way. Like, this is like getting into like kind of like it's their fetish, I guess. This tier list didn't. I thought I thought this through, but I guess I didn't. I guess this is kind of weird, huh? It's okay. I need someone to help me here. This is basically a tier list for how consensual their forced smushing is. That makes it weird. It's almost like they're fetish characters. It's true. But I try to present it in a way that isn't weird. This one might not work out as much as I hoped, because I know a lot of them wouldn't like it. I guess I should just put it how it is. How we rewarded is to pretend to hate it but secretly enjoys it. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna do it how I'm gonna have to call it what it is. So Dom and sub. That's what we're gonna have to put it as. Tier list and how good or bad they smell. Well, these two definitely Dom. Well, no, you're sub. Jack is a sub. I don't know if you guys knew that, but Jack is a sub. Everyone hates fun in the Smush world. You mean these cute marketable characters have alternative meanings? You could say that. Man. We need to think. Who's the fastest or slowest character? I don't want to make some like kind of more power tier list because I already did that. I want to like think of other things I can do with this tier list. I came a little unprepared, it seems. But that's fine. Is there like space over here? Oh, there is. Like that looked like it was off center. There we go. Most romantic. I don't know that's. I'm thinking. Okay. So we're gonna have to we're going full. I guess we're going like full on this. Let me reset this real quick. So we'll go with Dom. Switch. It's power bottom and then bottom. What's the word for like? What's the opposite of power bottom? Service top? I guess that sounds about right. Let's put service top. Why aren't you returning? Go on the next line, please. There we go. Why is it off center like that? I don't like that. What is wrong with this thing? Oh, am I really? What is going on? Why won't it? Why won't it just go like power bottom is? Okay. Alright. So, does tab do something? Tab doesn't do anything, no. Tab just taps it, the next one. You've reached a limit. It seems like it. Why am I saying service top? It should be term. Why are you doing that? Why can't you go in the middle like the other? I just have to like do it myself. Oh, that one does. This does not want to work. Why would it do that? Oh, that's so dumb. Okay. Why? We're just gonna do it like that. Is service DOM really the term for it? Like, tell me, like, look it up. Tell me if that's like really the thing. Okay, so this is gonna be the DOM and bottom tier list, I guess. Don't break the tier list. So you're a bottom. You're a bottom. You know, I'd say Fats is a power bottom, not because it's like he's too lazy to really top anyone. Pretty sure service means submissive in service top. Yeah. I mean, that's what it seems like. You're a power bottom. You're dumb. I feel like I should look up any of these tier list titles for the sake of my search history. You're probably already on a list from coming here. Tiny rays are dominant, but they're not like sexually dominant. They're just powerful. Oh, the music stopped. Okay. Next song. Someone mentioned Earthbound, so we're getting Earthbound music now. That's what we're doing to the Dom and sub tier list. We're doing Earthbound music. Where this list is the worse than the arsonist cookbook list. You know, a jail or a criminal list would work, but then again, we already have the good and bad tier list, so it's not gonna do anything. One of the SpongeBob's characters has some weird search history possibility search bar. I think Jaw would have a weird search history. Is intercourse with flats considered filling a water balloon? That's a kinky way to put it. Yeah, Tiny Ray's dominant not because of its sexual nature, just because it's powerful. That's all. That's why it's weird to call it this. I need to know any suggestions for names for this that aren't sexual. You're bottom, by the way. You're dominant. I mean, this isn't dominant from like how they are as much as how they see themselves, I guess. His lettuce will be switch. Lettuce doesn't really care as long as he's having fun. Tiny Ray is a force to be reckoned with. Exactly. You would be Edgelord would be a dom even if he can't move himself. I guess no, Edgelord would still want to be on the top. You are a bottom. You are a switch. These guys are bottoms. Right, so you're a bottom and you're a dom. You're a service dom. The Pink Suit Monster is a service dominant because it's not really like, it's not really meant to be anything more than than like control, I guess. The problem here is you're making a tier list on what would be on a quadrant scale. Yeah, but we saw the quadrant scale does not work with my thing. The icons are too big. Change Dom to Domination. There's another one I want to do, but like again, these images are too big for that stuff. You're dominant. You're service dominant. Like Tart works for bubblegum. Like out of I don't know what to say. There's too many doms already. Oh, there's too many bottoms too. Is it bottom because their bottoms are big? If you think that Flats has a big bottom, you would be a dom. Snack would be service dom. Like he's a kind person. As long as the tops and bottoms match in number, yeah, the tower won't fall. This Plaque would be a dom. You two are bottoms. Jorkin would be a dominant. The Smushos always go first. In fact, where's Jack at? Did I already put... Wait, where's Jack? Oh, there he is. Jack would be dominant, but like a service. No, but Jack is like a sub. The bottom ones have bombs on their bottom. Yeah, for the blood on fire guy, huh? Put Jot in dominant. Yeah, Jot's dominant. Despite being small. In fact, where are you at? You are a bottom. Flat is... No, Juke is a bottom. Easily. Tommy would be a service dom. Like, all of the service ones are gonna be like... They're like inorganic or something. You are a bottom. Zoomer's a bottom, so is Venus. Bird is a dom. I don't know if service dom's gonna be like a thing. You're also a bottom. Well, you know what? He's a switch. You're a switch, and you two. You're a switch too. So Sumer's a bottom, but Venus is a switch. See, like I'm making up lore on the spot. This has never before heard of lore being formed in front of you guys right now. You say Juke is a dom, but if you want to juke the top, he'd gladly do it for you. No, I said Juke is a bottom. A Juke would do that. Yeah, Juke's a switch. I heard more doms than bottoms. There's slightly more doms, yeah. You know, the Sodan's also a service dom. The Sodan will dominate you if you want it to. No, it's a bottom. You're a bottom. Juicy lore? Yeah, where's Juicy at? There's Juicy. Juicy would be a switch. The Sodan isn't dominant. It's a bottom. Sodan lives to serve. So it gets to be a bottom. Yeah, I think the service dom thing is getting a little confusing. Wet would hate not doming. Thing is, Wet comes out on top a lot, so he's definitely a dom. Willie's a bottom. And Blubber's also a dom. Blubber would hate to bottom. Derek is definitely a bottom, by the way. Derek is like 50 feet tall, but he's not dominant in the slightest. No, Gerald would dominate. Is that why Wet's always getting Willie stuck in places? Yeah. Wet can outsmart. Wet is cunning. That's what makes him so dominant. Willie's just a plot bottom because he'd want a dom. The thing is, like, I don't think Willie has the capacity to dom, which is the problem. Okay. Lotta's a power bottom. And Stocky's a dom. They're both equal in I think dominant and power bottom are equal in power, so it works. I don't think anyone can that's what I'm looking for, argue against that. No one can argue that dom and power bottom aren't like this equal in power. So Lotta and Stocky being that way works in my opinion. You are bottom, by the way, you little guy. This little guy's a bottom. That's just a power bottom, by the way. You know, and I need to think of it in a way where, like, I guess I do need to think of it sexually. You're a bottom. You are super dom. The tier list is becoming an F list. I guess you can say that. William is also a bottom. William doesn't want to be a bottom, but he is. That's the problem. Zulacho's Zulacho's power bottom, actually. Stilacho would make you worship him, and that's what makes him a power bottom. Yeah, thank God the safe for work person can't hear what I'm saying. The filthy stuff coming out of my mouth. I'm still like, I'm so iffy on this service dom thing. I don't know if I want to keep that one, guys. It just doesn't like work for me. But I think Specs would be a dom. So would Pickard. They would both dom. I'm happy Stilacho's a power bottom. He is my kind of boy. Well, Stilacho's a perv that makes you enjoy his body. That's pretty much it. Simp top. Well, isn't that what a service dom is? I might get rid of the service dom one. You're a dominant. You know, you're actually a service dom. Because the thing is, Ammit is powerful, but he wouldn't do it without any bus's instructions. We'll see if the service dom gets too small, or then we'll just stop that. So Sugar's a bottom. This guy would be a dominant if I ever give him a personality. Waiting for a Jolt is... Oh, Jolt will definitely be dom. Jolt is one of my most powerful characters, so he stays up there. Okay. Freight is dominant. I'd say QT is probably a switch. Sugar wouldn't be power bottom. No, I don't think Sugar would be power bottom. Wait, no. This also implies like things are happening, things would happen to him, but he's always the one doing it. That's, I need to think of it like that too. Oh God, I'm thinking of it too sexually now. I can't. It's not supposed to be like that. And like, the thing is, I know Jack wouldn't be okay with that either. I've gone too sexual, guys. This is the problem. So I need to remember the guys who are okay with it happening to them, and the guys who would hate it. But it's the ones who would love to do it. I've confused myself. I think power bottom is kind of taking charge. Gone sexual, gone wrong. That's true. All these words sound surreal hearing out loud. Yeah. You're a bottom. You're a top. You're a bottom. Max would be a switch. You a top. Wait. He'd want to be a top. Slooch? Slooch should be a switch. What about these guys? Oh God. You're a switch. You're a switch. Whoever you are, you're a dom. You're a power bottom. You're definitely a bottom. You're a dom. You're a power bottom. I think Wingspan will be a service dom. Wants to be a dom, but in full forward he won't be able to do it. I'm okay. I'm pretending you guys are just talking about your favorite Bible verses. Wingspan doesn't have the capacity to be a service dom. He wants to be a dom, but would put forward he won't be able to do it. That's true, but he wouldn't do it for pleasuring others. I guess you'd be a service dom too. You're a dom. Those smushers go together, so put you up here. My favorite verse is John 11:35. They said unto him, Lord, come and see. Jesus wept. Then said the Jews, behold how he loved him. And some of them said, could not this man which opened the eyes of the blind have caused that even the man should not have died? My favorite is Psalm 6:9. My eyes grow weak with sorrow, they fail because all my foes away from me. All you do evil, for the Lord has heard my weeping. The Lord has heard my cry for mercy. The Lord accepts my prayer. A beautiful, beautiful one. What the hell is happening? Tier list. Okay, someone said something that don't look it up, so I'm not going to read the rest of his message, but thank you for that. You're a service dom because the Prana Jester is trained to entertain others. Would they be power bottom? I'll put them in power bottom. We went from top dom tier list to googling Baba versus. It's true. Does this seem fair? You know what? I'm putting Jack in service dom. Because Jack doesn't like being a sub, but he also likes to... I guess he's a bit of a people pleaser. Is Jester a service dom to Chili? Well, the Prana Jester is fully trained. Is not on the ranch because it's trained. The regular Pranas are on the ranch because they still need training. That's the whole point of it. Did I miss something, guys? Let me know if I should move someone. I think this is good though. I can't believe we got service dom to be in this. I need one more person in power bottom. You know what? Lettuce, you're going to power bottom. There we go. Now it's balanced. I think this is fair, right? What do you guys have any like arguments to be made here? I think this is good. Despite what you say about the tier list being sexual, it can go both ways. Like, who's more likely to beat you in the pulp and not the good kind of pulp? Yeah, that's kind of what it was going on to. You know? I think this is good. Well, I think it's as good as it can be. Wingspan bottom. I mean, Wingspan wants to be a top, though. He would hate being a bottom. Jack hates being a bottom, but he's a people pleaser, so... I think this is good for this. I want to put you at the bottom right there. There's no particular order either. So this is how it's going to be. We're not saving it like that. It looks bad. So would Bowser. It's true, but Bowser's a totally different kind of bottom. Okay. This is it. This is my tier list for that. Whatever you want to fucking call it. Tier list dom sub. That's what we're gonna call it. Alright. Alright, I think I can make one more tier list, guys. We're turn off presentation mode. I swear I had one in mind. But oh god, what's another one I can make? Jout should get a square. You know, I thought about making Wingspan's couch an official character. I just never did it though. I really should have. Anyone got suggestions for another tier list? I need like I had one and I could like I've actually been thinking all week about this and I completely forgot all of them I had. I should have wrote them down. I should have, but I didn't because of course I didn't. Why would I ever do that? Splatoon mains. I think that's a bit too specific. We already did best kisser, so I'm coming up empty. Tier list who could beat this weeb character. Well, like I could think about like doing like who would frontline, who would support, and who would backline, like in any kind of competitive setting. But I think that's a bit like out there. Like I want to do something that's kind of like in the zone, if you like if that's what you want to like call it. If not, maybe I should just like end it here. Let's see. Like I do like tier list who is friendly or rivalry. Who would be a friend or enemy? I think that would go onto the morality tier list. So we can't do that one. Let's see. We have some no suggestions I see that I want to do. I could do like DPS support. No. Ranged. This might just be it, guys. I can't think of anything else. I had some and I should have wrote them down. Collectivist versus individualist. I don't know what that means. That sounds kind of dangerous. I know I'm I'm definitely not doing politics. Tier who could realistically beat in a fight. That's the power tier list. How long has this been going on for? This has been going on for 47 minutes. Best roommate. Who can beat Goku? That's the power tier list. I don't want to do a roommate one. I think there would be too much like weird discrepancies there. There's just something I don't want to do about that one. Huggability tier list. I think that goes to the morality tier list. And I think the sub and dom one kind of goes for like the best data one. Better inflated versus flattened. That one kind of goes to the power one. Not that power one, like the one we just did. How fiscally responsible are they? The most at least flammable, workable. They're all S tier for huggable. These suggestions are pretty funny, but I haven't seen one I like really wanted to do. Who's the most resilient? That does go like to the whole like tank DPS support kind of thing. That sounds kind of fun, but no, I can't. I don't think I could do that. I think I'll call it here, guys. I've enjoyed doing this, and I'm sorry for like kind of meandering at the end of this, but I think it's fine. I think we all had fun, right? I guess that's it. Thanks a lot for coming, guys. I'm gonna upload this to YouTube if there's any other parts you want to see again. And if anyone has any more tier list suggestions, I'll go ahead and take them. Maybe we'll do it next week. I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna do any more tomorrow. I think I learned something from this. I think we've all learned something today. Mostly on how unprepared I can be. Who's most popular to underrated? Oh, there's a lot of opinions there that I'm not gonna get into. But I think that's just it, guys. Thanks a lot for coming. And I will see you guys next week for the draw stream. Bye, everyone.